after the disaster that was Eternals, which came out a few years ago, despite Disney virtue signaling over it, having a gay relationship on screen and bragging about how diverse it was, how they wanted to use the Eternals so they could race swap and gender swap everybody and not get a ton of backlash, ended up being a flop at the box office. People despised it. And at the time, it was so funny, like, to see this right now. At the time, everybody said, it's just homophobes review bombing. That's what's going on. Eternals review bomb proves Marvel's on the right track. Eternals gets review bombed by trolls on IMDb. Marvel's Eternals gets review bomb for LGBTQ plus relationship. Listen, the gay dudes on screen, that was like the 12th or 13th complaint that some people had. The movie was just ass. It was boring. It was stupid. It was ass. That was people's main concern. And, you know, the handful of people that wanted to see a sequel when it was announced that Eternals 2 was happening, they were like, see, we told you it was just being hated by these people. Marvel's going to go forward with it. Apparently, that's not the case. Marvel's plans for Eternals 2 have reportedly been scrapped. Now, this isn't necessarily like a new report. We've kind of heard this for the last 6 months or so, that internally they have no interest in actually doing an Eternals 2, and every opportunity Kevin Feige would have to maybe put it out there, he's really just stayed silent about it and provided no information. And recently in an interview with Kit Harington, who obviously very famously in the Game of Thrones series, but also, you know, was in the Eternals movie, He basically confirmed what everybody else was thinking too, that there's no plans in the works for Eternals 2. Jay, how is this happening? Why is there not going to be an Eternals 2? We were told by the mainstream media, the only people that didn't like it were bigots and homophobes. That's why it got review bombed. That's why all these things happened. Now, that doesn't really explain why it was a flop at the box office. It was just those people that didn't like it. But how could it possibly be? Marvel was on the right track with their virtue signaling.
Obviously. Well, they didn't virtue hard enough, I guess, because no one saw this film. Nobody cared about this film. Nobody wanted a part 2 to this film except for people on Twitter that were crying. The meltdown is glorious, though. I'm enjoying it. Just type in Eternals 2 in the search engine and just scroll down. People are crying. People are upset. People are blaming toxic fans. Maybe you guys will get a comic book out of it and you could finish out your Eternals love there.
Maybe you should blame Marvel for making such a shitty movie. Maybe if they had made a good movie that happened to have gay sex in it or something, and then you could like be excited for that, like maybe that could have got a sequel, but you didn't. You made a dog shit movie.
Yeah.
Here's even a related article. I don't know if this is from right now or not. Let's see. Published 3 hours ago, Marvel fans rally around Eternals after disappointing sequel report reemerge. Just look at this shot.
I have never seen this film. I never had a desire to see this film. It just all you needed to do was like people that are sharing clips on social media, realizing that what the heck were they thinking? What were they thinking with this? Maybe Marvel is on the right path by getting rid of some of these projects.
That doesn't mean that things are like snap going to change.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it also doesn't mean that the things that have been in the works for years, like Ironheart, like Agatha, like Captain America 4, like all these things, they're still likely going to be fucking shit when they come out.
Yeah.
Does that provide some positivity about some stuff that maybe they could turn things around in the future? Maybe. No one's going to give them the benefit of the doubt, certainly. But, you know, not pushing this is definitely a good start.